hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to Two
In
Grooms.
a pod,
I'm Cleo,
and I'm Shannon.
and we are delighted to bring to you episode
Two,
62. Yes.
I remembered.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And it's been a little bit. Again, it's just a busy season.
Yeah.
But we made sure because you're about to embark on another out of town journey.
Yes, I am.
And so I just wanted to make sure that we got together again before you
Hit the road.
hit the road, Jack.
Yeah.
Yes. And it is the semester of graduation. That's why I'm wearing my hat with my tassel today to commemorate all the graduates. Your nephew is about to graduate, right?
Yes. Nephew and a niece.
And a niece.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go see them both today? I
Yeah.
mean, this
One
week this week?
this week. Yeah. One is on Thursday, one is on Friday.
Cool.
So I'm flying out tomorrow. Gonna pretty much stay the whole week and hang out with my family and
Mm.
do the festivities like dinners and maybe some cookouts and um, maybe some bowling.
And you'll get your family fix and get rejuvenated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know you've
Looking forward to it.
been needing that.
I've been really needing it.
Yes.
I need to get away and
Yes.
see them to kinda regroup and hang out with them because 'cause it's been a minute
Mhm.
since I've
Mhm.
been home for at least a week, I think.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I guess whenever I go, I try to stay at least a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
So
'Cause how long has it been since the last time you were home?
wow.
Mm.
Last year
Oh, really?
well, yeah, last
It's
summer. Last
it's
summer
been last
because
summer? Okay.
I went down to get my nephew and brought him
Okay.
back, and we
Okay.
stayed for, like, a week or 2,
Okay.
and then I took him back. But when I went to go get him, I didn't stay home very long.
Mhm.
So, it was a short trip, but I wanna say last July?
Okay.
Yeah. Too long.
Well, you're going back
Yeah.
and, have a good time.
Yep.
You'll be missed,
Looking forward to it.
but we will you didn't get that new cat litter box set up, did you?
I'll do it tonight.
Okay. Uh, it
Sure.
is, as we said, the time of graduates but maybe more importantly, or for today, more importantly, is Janet Jackson's 60th
Oh,
birthday,
really?
today,
Mm.
and, we wanna celebrate her. She had some posts today. I guess her friends got together and family and
Mm.
celebrated her. Of course, the internet celebrating her. Billboard just released their top 60 best Janet Jackson songs.
Oh, really?
Topping the list was "Miss You Much" from Rhythm Nation, and
That's
"If."
number 1? Oh,
Yeah, that was number one, and "If" from the Janet album was number two.
okay.
I feel like "If" was appreciated by the fans, but I don't feel like "If" was appreciated by the public as much, like the song. I
Mm.
feel like the video was, but over time, though, the song "If" has proved to have staying power that
Yeah,
people have appreciated, I
yeah.
think.
Would that have been your top 2?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
What what are your 2 top 2?
It really just depends on the mood.
Okay.
If I'm being, let's say, like, counter to the system, and not saying what the most popular thing is, it would probably be "Because of Love,"
Mm.
because every time I hear that song, it makes me feel good, you know? So "Because of Love" is probably one of my favorite Janet songs, and the second one might very well be, something off the Velvet Rope, probably, like, "I Get Lonely" is probably it, probably,
Okay.
if I have to say. How about you? Do you have I
I have
know it
so
could
many,
change,
right? It
yeah.
it changes with, I guess, my mood and
Mhm.
but, all of her songs, when they play, it it excites something in me,
Mhm, mhm.
so it's hard to, like do a number 1, number 2
Yeah,
of all of
it
our total
is.
catalog.
It is, but you gotta do it right
I
now.
know. So, it would probably be something from Velvet Rope. Um, I don't know.
Got to the
Maybe
Scone.
Miss You Much
That's not the
hits
Velvet
me.
Rope.
I know, I'm just saying overall. I'm saying it probably would be, but I'm just thinking in my mind.
Okay, so
Maybe
Miss
it's
You
wrong.
Much.
Yeah, Miss You Much. Um, I don't know. I guess Miss You
Okay.
Much
All
would
right.
be my top one.
All right.
I don't know about number 2, but yeah,
All right. Well, we don't want to
belabor.
belabor it. Leave a long pause while you try to think about it. Maybe it'll come to you a little bit later.
Yeah.
But anyway, happy birthday to Janet Jackson. And congratulations again to all the graduates
Yes.
from all of us
Yes.
at Two Grooms in a Pod. I say all of us from the both of us.
I was like, who else you talking about?
Right.
So,
From the both of us at Two Grooms in a Pod.
yes.
Uh, so let's see here. Uh, so people have been losing their jobs at Spirit. Well, Spirit closed. Spirit Airlines closed. People lost their jobs. Somebody went online and made a GoFundMe about
Oh,
to help them,
really?
and then an influencer went online and kind of bashed them. It's like, hey, why don't you use the time instead of making GoFundMe's to go get you a job? And da 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 da. Da.
Why would he not think they're trying to get a job?
Right.
Who would I mean,
Right. Oh yeah, he went off like a good 2-3 minute
that's stupid.
tirade about it. Well, of course, he started to lose followers. He had lost
Well, he
over
should.
130,000 followers from when I heard it at the time of when I read about it. And of course, you know what followed?
What?
An apology video.
Of course.
Yes.
He
The
should have.
apology video, blah blah blah. I just find it so funny. People be just cutting up.
People don't understand what's going on, and when you lose your livelihood, it's tough. Maybe
Yeah,
you take a minute to kinda like, "Okay, wow, this just happened."
right.
And then you're in the mix with, what, millions of people? I guess millions or maybe thousands of
Probably
other
tens of thousands.
yeah, of other, airline folks trying to get jobs with other
Mhm.
airlines,
Yeah. Yeah.
and if you
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
so it's hard, it's gonna take a minute, but I don't know why he would think that they're not trying to make money if they were
I don't know. Maybe it was
working.
a poor attempt at rage bait that went backwards. Um, I just know that
Crazy.
someone was saying on the news that it's not like a regular job where you put in, maybe you have some kind of seniority. You start at the bottom of the barrel if you go to a new airline,
Mhm. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's very different
It is. It
for these
is.
people. So
It is.
shout out to the people from Spirit Airlines. My friend Sean, who's no longer with us, used to love him some Spirit Airlines, honey. He used to celebrate her cheapness. Uh,
I've never rode
I
on
have
a
never
Spirit.
ridden her either. 'Cause I was
Yeah.
like, I can't squeeze into them Spirit seats. I can't do it, girl. I can't do it. Now, allegedly, some young black corporate CEO guy is looking into buying
Trying to
it.
buy it, yeah.
Yeah, so
I heard that.
good luck to him.
I hope so. I hope that works out,
Mhm.
or there's some relief
Yeah. No,
soon.
most
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. I don't know.
Okay, well, so a friend of mine, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me that he met a guy,
Okay,
and this friend of mine has been on a sex drought for the last 3 years.
okay.
He's single.
Mm,
He says, he's had opportunities, but he wants someone who's not in entanglements. He's looking to try to have a relationship.
okay.
So not that he won't do a hookup, but he don't want to just hook up with somebody who's DL or hook up with somebody who won't go out with him.
He wants a relationship.
Ultimately, he does
Okay.
want a relationship, but that's not just what had stopped it all this time. Because a guy recently slid into his DMs,
Mhm.
and the guy is unentangled. Uh, and they hooked up, and he said it's good. They've hooked up twice now,
Oh,
and so it seems like it's becoming a thing.
nice.
But before that, he had told me he had met this guy who asked him to, and this is getting rated X, y'all, to fist him.
The person wanted to be fisted,
Yes,
or they wanted to
the
fist your friend?
no, the person wanted my friend to fist
Okay,
him.
okay.
And he was like, "Can we go to your place?" So he asked my friend, "Can I go back to my friend's place?"
Oh, okay.
And my friend was like, uh, he had already played in it a little bit, and he was like, "I already had a little evidence of Hershey
Okay,
Town."
okay.
And so he was like, "We're not going to my place because if you want to do a fist,
Mhm.
and I'll tell him what may be revealed."
Okay.
And my friend has huge hands. He's a big guy. He's tall. He's like 6 foot, 6'5".
Ouch.
Uh, but the man wanted it.
Hmm,
So we go back to the man's place.
okay.
He said the guy told him, "No matter how much I scream, don't stop."
Damn.
No,
That's a professional damn.
he said,
Goddamn.
he said, "No matter how much I scream, don't stop." He said, "That's the problem I've had. Every other guy stops
Hmm,
when I say stop."
wow.
And he said, "I want you to stop."
Damn.
And my friend said, "Okay." And he said he got all the way up to his forearm. Forearm.
Okay, right. If you was gonna say elbow, I was like, "Oh, shit."
He went all the way up to his fist. That's enough.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah. And he said the guy was screaming, "Please, please stop. No, no, stop. Oh, no, please stop." And he didn't stop
Well,
until he got up
he
to
had
a point.
instructions, so
And he said when he was done,
Uh-huh.
the guy was like, "Wow, you didn't stop. You really didn't stop." And
Did he
he's
want him to
like,
stop?
"No, I think he
Okay.
was happy that he didn't. But I think when he was in the moment, he meant it." Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
He meant, I think he did. His body was like, "Stop this,"
Okay.
but he didn't want it. He wanted to see how far he could go. But anyway, my friend was like, "Well, that's what you asked for. You got what you wanted." So,
So when they get married?
uh, they're not, because my friend, he's not really into that like that.
Okay. Alright.
And mind you, this was just, I forget the story of how they connected. Maybe I was just too distracted by the fact that
Okay.
this man got fisted up to his forearm. I just kind of left all the other information out. Have you encountered people in your
No.
time who
Not
ever
anyone I've been
wanted to
dealing with,
be
no.
fisted?
No. I've heard stories of other people, but I've never
Mhm.
been with anyone
Who
who wanted that.
I don't think I was with anyone who requested it,
Mm,
but it ended up close to it. Like, you start with one finger,
mm,
two finger, three, and you're trying to see like, they still acting like it's okay. You put the fourth one in there, they're still like, "Ooh, like it's good." Ooh, ooh. I'm like, okay,
oh,
let
I've
me,
never,
like that.
never.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
oh, no, 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 no. I'm not, it's no judgment. It's no judgment. It's just, uh, you know, I don't think I've met people who could, like, I went out with this guy one time, and he left me alone in his apartment, and while he went to work, and I
Snooped.
snooped. Yes.
Snoopy.
I snooped,
Mhm.
and I looked at his chest of toys I found,
Okay.
and first of all, I was appalled that he had a chest of toys.
Why?
My job was in my 20s, so I was still, I was a little judgmental.
Oh.
I was a little judgmental about people's practices and stuff, and, like,
Mhm.
because I was like, I mean, it was a chest, not like like in the old days, you could buy those chests from Walmart,
Uh,
and they were probably a good, 4 to 5 feet long,
I
maybe,
thought
or
you were
3
talking about a
feet.
side drawer on the side.
No, a chest.
Oh, that's a professional.
Yes, a
Damn.
chest that's as long as my arm's length span.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, almost,
Hmm.
and, half as
Experience.
tall. Right. So I open the chest and there's dildos and balls and ball gags and all the kind of things I don't even remember. It was just so many things on top of each other, like you open a kid's toy chest.
Were you scared or were you excited?
I was I was a little grossed out.
Really?
I was like,
Hmm. Why?
"You got all this stuff going up in you and like."
What I mean, it didn't have to go in him. It could have gone in someone else.
uh, I assumed it was going in her
Hmm.
because she was bottom Tina.
Okay.
So, so, I assumed it was going in her. Now, once again, I said I was
One can't
judging.
assume.
I was judging,
Sound like it.
and but I was like, because it mainly because this was someone who I was considering as a boyfriend, and I was just like, no, no,
That
man,
person's
you're you're
too
you're
experienced.
too whatever that is.
Okay.
That's too far along for me.
Oh. Well, you couldn't get there, you think?
I wouldn't want to get
You
there.
didn't want
I
to?
didn't want to get
Okay.
there. Uh, and some of those super large dildo, those I was like, and you got the nerve to try to moan when we having sex, girl,
So you were
girl,
just so you were
you're
upset because you thought he was playing.
you
Playing with you.
you pay in my
But
face. You up here got a 12, 13 incher in the in the thing,
so you know what you
girl,
got. So you're like, he playing.
girl. No, no, ma'am.
Ooh.
Yes.
So your
So
feelings were hurt. You wasn't I mean,
no,
no.
you're not rewriting history. No, I would say I was. If my feelings were hurt, I would say my feelings were hurt.
Okay.
I was just judging. I was just judging. Like I was like,
Okay.
oh, you slut, you
Okay.
slut.
All right.
And not that there's anything wrong with that because I was probably a slut myself back then at the time, but he was just level of a slut that I could not
You never experienced.
excuse.
So yeah.
And even people will say, "Well, Cleo, that's toy. That's his own thing, yada yada," which you're totally right. But once again, I said I was in my 20s and I had a certain kind of ideal about how I thought my man should operate and yada yada yada.
Okay.
If today I was dating and I came across some 50-year-old
Hmm.
chest of toys, I'd be less judgmental.
Less or not.
Less. Less judgmental. Now it do matter what you got in
Okay.
there. Okay?
Okay.
What you got in there? You got a whole I see people with with them things called traffic cones.
Okay.
What you doing with a traffic cone, bitch?
Uh, some
What you
people
doing
can
with a
take
traffic
all that
cone?
stuff.
I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved with anyone
That's a
who's
professional level. You
who's
can't.
who's sitting down on traffic
Okay.
cones. I can't do nothing but for you but applaud. Okay? I but applaud you, girl. It's like, girl, you need to take your act on the road. Okay?
Maybe it is on the road.
More than likely, if you're able to sit down on some traffic cones, it probably already is on the road.
Ooh,
But
can't do nothing with that.
and no judgment, once again.
Oh, but okay.
Seriously, no judgment,
Less judgment.
but less judgment.
Okay.
Everybody ain't for everybody, okay?
You got a point.
It's just everybody ain't for everyone.
Everybody ain't able.
You know, uh, just some of the things, you meet people who are into, you know, water sports and scat and things like that, and everybody has their different levels, like or into pain.
Mm.
They want their nipples twisted off their bodies. It's like, girl, everybody's different,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
all about figuring out your match.
It's different levels to
Yeah.
everybody.
And then sometimes you run into something and you do judge it because you're like, oh, I don't understand this.
Yeah.
Or, oh, this is weird, or this is just truly weird to me. I don't understand it enough. It's just fucking weird. Okay, and everybody's has a right to their opinion.
Yes. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Like what you like or understand what you care to understand at that time. But
Mm,
we all evolve and, you know,
yes.
and experience things as we get older. But there's certain things I've never gone beyond a certain level
Yeah.
sexually. So
Is there anything you wish you would have done that you haven't done? You're like, oh, I wish I would have did a blah 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 or tried a the.
I'm pretty simple. I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty vanilla when it comes to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like, being pushed to a certain level, but all in all, I'm pretty normal. I'll say normal. I'm pretty limited.
Standards. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
very standard
Okay.
standard
Okay.
on certain things. I
Okay.
don't go too far out of the core things, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like I'm pretty vanilla too. I think sometimes though I will push myself just to be like, I can, do it. Like, well, I could.
Mhm.
I just choose not to. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. I like push my boundaries sometimes, but
A lot of things are in my mind maybe, but
right.
experiencing it, no.
And sometimes, yeah, sometimes in your mind, or it's just like, oh, that's a lot of work to do that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Uh, but there's nothing that you're like, oh, longing and missing out on.
No.
Well, good.
No. There's nothing. No. Can't think of nothing else.
So recently, online, a woman uh who's been married to her husband for 25 years. She found out that her husband's best friend, who was also the best man at their wedding,
Mhm.
had been having an affair.
Mm.
And
How long they been married? 25?
25 years.
Okay.
And the whole time he's been
In a
in a relationship
relationship
with
with his best
with
friend.
his best friend,
Mm.
his sexual relationship with his best friend. And the internet was asking, what would you do? Are you staying? Are you leaving? Are you killing people? What's going on if you found out that your person had been in a 25-year affair?
It's hard to say because sometimes you never know what you'll do once you're in that
True.
situation. You can always be very idealistic about, oh, it's over. But
Mhm.
you never know. You don't know. I mean, their marriage could be great. They may have a great life, children, all kind of things involved. At 25 years, they're probably mature enough
Mhm.
to at least talk about it, I guess, and kind of go from there.
Mhm.
But uh but it is a lot to say that
Mhm.
you've been married to someone you didn't know they had this, kind of longing. And it
Mhm.
would make me wonder, hey, are you, in love with that person more than me?
Yeah, yeah,
That kind of thing.
yeah,
So, well, for me, it's
yeah.
kind of different. For us, it's a little different. Heterosexual couples think of things differently. So,
I don't
don't you think?
know. I don't think so because if I found out that you had been in a relationship the whole time we were in a relationship with someone else, male or female, it's gonna be a problem.
I, I'm just saying, like more for straight couples on the gay angle of it, a
Well,
different
yeah,
kind of view of it.
it
That's all.
could be. I mean, I could see as a woman going, "Oh my god, you people a man this whole time or whatever."
Just
Yeah, I can see how that's different for them, but ultimately, let's assume the person isn't a homophobe and that she's just like for her it's just the fact that he cheated and that he didn't reveal because maybe he didn't ever tell her that he was bisexual,
right.
so that's another level of deception there perhaps.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to for
Mhm.
us, that we don't have that extra level of
Yeah,
of,
yeah,
deception or so. Yeah.
yeah, you're right, it's hard to say what you would do. Of course things will have forever changed at that point.
Mhm.
More than likely, because of all the stuff the life you've created together, I'm not letting it go. I'm like Beyonce was during, ring the alarm. I've been through this too long. I'd be damned if I see another chick on your arm. Like you're not gonna get the stuff that we've created. right?
Yeah.
I'm not leaving him and you get his retirement. I'm not leaving him and you get the and I lose some part of my savings and the
Yeah.
401k.
I do get that part.
I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
We're gonna live separately maybe for a while. We're gonna definitely gonna have to separate for a little bit till we figure it out,
Yeah.
right? If the house is big enough, we just live in different wings. If not, I'll see you later. You know,
Or you have some sort of understanding
mhm.
how you
Till I
cohabitate
figure
later.
this out. Yeah,
Yeah.
till we figure out like how we gonna do this. Clearly, you in love with this man and you don't want to let him go. So go stay with him while I figure my part out on it. I don't know. It would be probably a good while of just having to mourn
Mhm.
what I thought I had.
Yes. That's
So
what I would think.
so that would take me out for a minute. Just before even getting too mad. You get briefly mad, but even after that brief mad, there's a mourning period of like, okay, even if we're gonna stay together, uh our relationship is forever changed. So I gotta mourn that. That change.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I could definitely see that.
I don't think there's
Mm.
a cut dry. I mean, some people in their lives have a specific line in the sand that they draw on certain
Mhm.
things.
Mhm, mhm.
I don't think it's always that case.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it, and I appreciate that in theory,
Mm.
right? Like, hey, no cheating, no lying, no this, no that, and those are deal breakers, and that's very fair. But
Yeah.
um, the older you get, you realize that maybe there's some things you might go. I would that I'll that's a deal breaker, but it depends. It's a deal breaker,
But
but you know, it's like it's a deal breaker, but you
yeah, I
know.
mean, I've learned in my life there are a lot of things I thought I would never deal with
Mhm.
or subject myself to.
Mhm.
But I just learned never say never.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a lot of things I've done. I was like, why am I doing this? I've never thought I would either, consider this or do it or whatever.
Mhm.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
it happens.
Well, good luck to her. Something else about Janet Jackson that recently happened, I think it was last week, was inducted her album, the Rhythm Nation album,
Hmm.
was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame,
Yeah,
and that's pretty, important for an artist to have one specific body of work to be recognized as we want to canonize this work. We want
right.
to say this work stands up against all these other Hall of Fame works. I think that's, so really kudos to her. She came out, gave a cute speech. Jimmy Jam presented the award to her. It's nice to see this kind of, I don't know if it's full circle, but it's definitely a completing the circle because, Janet Jackson was disinvited to the Grammys back
Right.
during the Super Bowl fiasco of what
Mhm.
was that, 2004, I
Yeah.
think. Um, and so it's interesting to see uh that happen for her now, and good for her.
Yeah, I'm happy to see her. Uh, the last, I guess, few years, she's really been out there
Mhm.
doing her thing. Because we
Mhm.
went to go see her in Vegas a couple years ago,
Mhm.
and it's just like she's just still working and she's getting recognized for her again bodies of work
Yeah.
and just her as an artist. So it's I love seeing it.
Yeah. And just to see how it's really aspirational to see how in her body she still is at the age of 60. It's like, girl, ain't no excuse. Get it together, girl.
Don't do it. It's not the time.
Yeah, it's not the time, but she's
Don't
she's
start.
she's 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 admirable.
Yes.
Um, so recently there's a TV show on HBO that neither one of us watches. I tried to watch it for a second. It's called The Pit.
Okay.
And there's an actress who plays a nurse on The Pit who was doing a show on Broadway.
Okay.
And she was being heckled by fans of The Pit from the show The Pit
Mhm.
at her Broadway show.
Hmm.
Like while she was out there performing, they're like quoting lines from The Pit. Give me such and such stat.
Why were
It,
they doing that?
I guess to show, hey, I'm a fan of the show.
Oh.
but it's
Well, you're
rude.
saying heckled. So
Heckle
heckled is more like you're saying you're disapproving what she's
well,
doing.
no, to a heckle is really anything that interrupts the
Okay.
show.
I was thinking heckling
No,
is more negative.
not in that it is I know what you mean in terms of like, "Hey, bitch, blah, blah, blah." No, but it's negative in the sense because it's interrupting
Right.
a show where you're not supposed to be talking to the
Okay.
actor, uh, as her character from a whole 'nother job.
Right.
And so she went online and posted how rude that was for people to be doing that, and of course, all the theater people online are, up in a tizzy about that and talking about how disrespectful that is, and,
Mhm.
you know, it's really interesting when pop culture comes to the theater. It's like when I first saw Tina Turner on Broadway, not
Mhm.
it's not Tina Turner herself, but her musical, I think it's called was it just Tina Turner musical or I Tina? Whatever the
Some
musical
sort of
is
review or
called.
something, right?
Well, no, it's like a real story, and it takes us through Nutbush
Right.
and everything, but yeah, but they're using her music, but it's not necessarily
Mhm.
a musical review. And but during the show, when I saw it on, when I first saw it, I saw it in London. I believe it was at the West might not have been the West End. It was in London, and I people were singing along to some of the songs. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like looking around like, "Shut up.
Mm.
I did not come to hear you."
It
As a
wasn't a concert, it was a
right, it
okay.
is a show, and a matter of fact, they put in the program and said, "Please do not sing along. We will have a sing along at the end of the show."
Okay.
And child, these people,
They didn't care.
they didn't
They didn't
care.
listen.
They were there to sing along with their favorite Tina Turner tracks. Okay, these is grown people in their 30s and up and stuff.
So, you think there are just people who never went to a Broadway show, they don't know you know
I think they did not care.
okay.
I
They
think
just
that
love
they
Tina
love Tina,
and they want
and
gonna
they will see
shout it
her
out.
story, and they gonna, you know, and that's the closest they were getting to a Tina Turner concert,
Yeah.
so they had to have it.
Wow.
But it is very rude. It's very rude for people to be yelling out at actors if you're not in the show. Like
Okay.
to me, you know how sometimes as black people, we be like, okay, girl, watch out, girl.
Mhm.
A little,
Amen. Mhm.
a little bit of that is
Get 'em.
okay because you're in talking about the show that you're watching, right?
But even with that
Even with that, there's limits. There's limits because everybody don't have the same thing, but
Mhm.
the same kind of way they engage with art.
Mhm.
But I think it's okay for me as an artist. It's okay as long as it's you responding to the art. Because it's like if something makes you laugh or it makes you gasp or go, "Oh my gosh," like whatever. It's about the art.
Mhm.
But to hear you saying extra stuff, I was at a show at our campus, and these two girls were sitting behind me, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait for her to come out." And they're like specifically talking about their friend. Look at her, look, she's so cute. Like talking to each other about the actor that they knew. And I turned around, I said, "You cannot do this. You cannot do this all show."
Right.
And I could do that because they were students, and
You had liberty to do that.
but no, ma'am,
Yeah.
we can't. We can't be
Becau
talking.
it, 'cause someone else sitting by you won't be able to hear
They
something, a
can't
major part of
hear. They can't
and nobody wants to hear
enjoy.
people chattering or whispering.
Yes.
You wanna pay attention
Yeah.
and get every experience out of it.
And get your money's worth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. So y'all, please stop talking.
right.
All right. So also online, a French teen who was in a coma for 3 weeks.
Mm,
Uh, the whole time while she was in the coma,
mhm,
she was dreaming that she had 3 kids, and that she had those, and that she had raised them for 7 years.
hmm, okay,
And when she woke up, she missed them so much
hmm.
that they put her in therapy because she was grieving the loss
Wow.
of these children that she thought she had while she was in a coma.
Talk about a deep sleep.
Right? That's a deep sleep. That's a deep sleep.
Wow.
Uh, I I sometimes have dreams where I don't really realize I'm in a dream, but usually how I know is usually because 'cause I'll eventually have to go pee. And I'll have this thing where in the dream I gotta pee, and I go to the bathroom, and I'm not peeing. I'm like, "Why can't I pee?" And then I go,
You're not in the bathroom.
"I'm not in the bathroom. I'm actually in bed. Get up, bitch, go to the bathroom." And that's usually my sign to get up to wake that wakes me up to go pee.
Mm.
Because 'cause I've had dreams years ago where I was able to relieve myself in the dream, and it turns out I was peeing on myself in the bed. So, when I go to the bathroom in my dream and I have to pee, it usually that's an alarm for me. There's one little, like, "Oh, I can't pee," and it's like, "Oh, oh," then I wake up
Mm.
because it's like it's a trigger to, like,
Wow.
to go to the bathroom. I'll be that deep in my sleep dream sleep.
Well, I have to catch myself because well, not catch myself. I have to do better because there are times when I know I have to pee and I don't get up.
I don't
I
know
don't I
how
don't
you
wanna
can
get up.
sleep. You're not really
I
sleeping if you got to
no,
sit there
no.
and go and pee.
Right, but I'm in such a relaxed mode, I can hold it,
Mm-mm,
but I
mm-mm.
have to start relieving myself so I can go back to deep sleep, and
Yeah,
I think that's why I don't get my hours.
yeah. You do all kind of stuff to keep you from getting your hours. You're just your own worst enemy when it comes to sleep.
Yeah, the insomnia has really gotten me pretty bad.
Yeah, but you don't do much to help it. The screen time before bed, the the not getting up to pee when you gotta pee. Child.
Yeah, I have to do better with that,
Mhm.
but I have a problem falling off to sleep. That's probably why I don't do it.
Screen time before bed.
Uh, that could be it, but that could be it.
Could be.
Some, but I think my mind is just racing. I have to do something to calm my mind down a little bit.
I told you, put the music on. Put the little soft music on. Put something boring on. Put some boring classical music in your ear. Soft rain sounds. Like I listen to rain sounds
Mm. I had to
all
think
the
of something because when I used to put music on, a lot of stuff I had to put on jazz or something
yeah,
to
nothing but
make me not want to
lyrics.
sing
Yeah, yeah,
because I want to sing and
yeah.
get up and dance.
Why you listening to dance music? It should
Well,
be
or anything that's not necessarily dance, but to get me kind of
rhythmic and stuff.
yes,
Okay.
right.
Right. Okay, well, I digress. I'm sure you'll get it worked out. All right. So online, everybody is always complaining about Chipotle not giving enough food. And the Chipotle CEO says if you do not feel that you're getting enough food, you could just simply tell the person, "Hey, give me a little bit more," and they'll happily do it with no extra
They won't
charge.
happily give you.
Tell them about it because you love Chipotle,
I haven't.
and they stay being stingy.
Yeah, they're stingy with the meats and some of the toppings,
Mhm.
and so you have to let them know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to-
But who wants to do that? Just be heavy-handed from the get-go, Be generous from the
Well, a lot
get-go.
of them use the excuse of not being able to close the burrito,
The
but it's like if you get a salad,
Yeah, I
you
get
get
the bowl.
there's no excuse.
There's no excuse on the bowl.
Yes,
Yes.
but I don't know. It depends on the one you go to.
Yeah. I quit asking, like, I'll wait until they put it on there because 'cause they'll try to, get you. So
Hmm.
I wait they get ready they're about to go to the next thing. I go, let's go back to that chicken.
Yeah.
A little bit more chicken than that,
Oh, you
please."
want double? So that
No.
makes you like
Yeah.
okay.
I don't want double. I want a little bit more. Your CEO said
Right.
you will give me extra without charging me.
The manager didn't get that memo though.
Let me find that Instagram video and be like, this is what the CEO said.
Mm,
Wouldn't that be hilarious if people queue up that video from the Chipotle CEO
right.
and take it to the restaurant? I think that'd be funny.
Yeah. But yeah, they sometimes it's so funny how they're doing because they're, like, really trying hard to, like, ration it out.
Right.
It's like, "Girl, put that whole spoon in there.
Right. Why
Stop
are
playing
you
around."
taking any scoops back? If
Right,
you get a whole scoop of that spoon, why are you shaking meat off?
right. I'm
Girl,
like, "Come on."
mm-mm.
So, yeah. And sometimes that they play me because, I'm a big person, so like, let me just mess with him. So, yeah, they play games.
Yes. We see you, Chipotle, but your CEO said, let us have it, girl. So
Yeah.
let us have it. Okay, so I have a question. I've asked you this question before when we were on the podcast, but I want to ask it on this. So a woman failed the bar exam 4 times.
Mm.
She's paid, I guess, a lot of money to finally, but she finally passed it. Does it matter to you if you're a lawyer? It took them 4 times to pass the bar exam. Does it matter?
I would like to say yes, but then part of me thinks it's probably a hard test. It's some people aren't good at certain standardized testing.
True, true.
So I probably wouldn't care too much, I think. And part of me thinks that the standardized testing thing I just talked about, and um, that may make them smarter. I don't say smarter, but know a lot more because I'm quite sure they've went through things forwards, backwards, whatever,
To try to get
to
it.
try to get it.
That's a very optimistic way of looking at
Yeah.
it. I kind of look at it in a little bit more pessimistic
Yeah,
way
I get it.
in the sense that I'm like, girl, you have to learn the test in order to take the test. Do you really know the material? Do
True.
you really know the material?
But
But
how would you know that
how would
person
I know?
took two, one,
I,
two, three, four
yeah,
times to pass the
we
bar?
more likely wouldn't know. This woman we could easily find because you Google her, it's all over the internet
Because she put it
because
out
she put
there.
it out there. But I don't know. I think twice would be reasonable. 3 times would be side eye. 4 times is bitch what?
Well,
But I don't know. I've never taken the bar exam, so I don't know.
a lot of those tests change after a few years, depending on who's
Mm,
on the boards who are making the exams.
mhm,
Because I was in a class for PM certification,
mhm.
and the lady said she was on the board of the testing, whatever board, right? Who
Is that
makes
project
up the test,
management?
right? Yeah.
Okay.
And she said that every few years they change the testing up, and they really don't want people to pass because it's
Mm,
it's it's geared to really give you so many scenarios that are so open that it's hard to
mm,
determine what the correct answers are, and
mhm,
they just try to change it up so that nobody can um, learn the testing and
mm.
hand it down to other people.
Gotcha.
So they
Mm.
change it ever so often to keep it
Yeah, I
new and
understand.
fresh and
Mhm.
change up the questioning. So
Which is why old girl spent $25,000 allegedly taking the test 4 times.
mm,
Yeah. So
that's a lot.
that's a lot. But congratulations to her. I'm sure she'll be a fabulous lawyer. Okay. So hopefully I could find this. I had did this a while back.
Mm.
So here's the situation. A coworker has a car and lives near your house, and they drive you to work every day because
Because what?
they're on their way to work. They pass your house. They pick you up. Y'all go to work together.
But how did that start? Did it ask you, or did you say, "Hey, since you come at my house, you just pick me up"? I mean, how did that start?
The person said, "Me, that I don't have a car.
Okay.
Let's say you have a car. We're coworkers. We don't live. We're not together." And I go, "Hey, Shannon, can I catch a ride with you to work since you're going that way anyway? You pass the house. It's not out of your way. Can you just stop and I'll hop in?" And you're like, "Sure." And that's what we start doing. We start carpooling to work like that.
Hmm.
The question that was asked was, "Are you obligated?" By you, me, the person who's riding, to pay for gas.
There's an obligation to at least offer.
Mhm.
to help with gas.
Mhm.
I don't
Mhm.
know about everything because, if the person was driving themselves, he would have to pay his whole gas. But,
Mhm.
yeah, I would offer to at least chip in for at least half. At
Yeah.
least half.
I'm probably not going to allow this daily trippage to happen
I won't either because I'm
because I got other things to do. I'm like, girl, I got an errand in the morning. I'm gonna be late today. I'm gonna probably make it a little bit inconvenient for them to want to ride with me. I'm gonna work late when you're gonna work when you're not working late. I'm gonna leave early maybe when you're gonna leave work at the regular time. Like I don't want to have to take you into consideration
yeah, I don't want
for
I don't want that either. I don't
for
want you to mess up my flexibility,
yes, I really
coming and going when I
don't.
want.
So if you are gonna do that, then you should be paying gas. Like if someone is taking you into consideration, every time you ride with you, you just slip them a 10. That's a Uber. That's cheaper than an Uber that you would have. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like you need to give them some gas money
Yeah, definitely,
every trip.
because you're gonna be spending it on public transportation anyway. How are
Yeah.
you getting to work before then?
Yeah.
Or that's definitely a conversation you have at the very beginning
Mm.
of how this arrangement's gonna be.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't like being obligated to anyone like that.
Yeah.
Even if it was you, like, we gotta take separate cars because when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go, or I'm a
Mhm.
work late kind of person sometimes, not all the time.
Right.
I don't wanna have to say, "Oh, this person's off now, I guess I gotta go,"
Right.
that kinda thing.
Mhm.
Or if I wanna stop off,
Mhm.
I wanna go to Walmart, I wanna go just
Mhm.
meander before I get home, I'm gonna grab a bite to eat before I go home. But now I gotta go home because I gotta drop this person off.
Yeah.
I don't
Mhm.
wanna be no. Mm,
Yeah. I agree. I agree. So, yes, the answer you should pay for gas.
yes.
You should because of the
But then
inconvenience.
again, it's more than gas. What if something happens to that person's car? Are you obligated to, like, pay for, like,
No,
oil and stuff like that?
not at all. Not in the least bit.
I'm just saying.
Judge Judy would not co-sign that.
Hmm.
That's a lot of times I think in my brain, what would Judge Judy do? Would this pass the Judge Judy test?
I'm just saying. I just threw that out
You
because
know,
you're dressed like me.
I appreciate you throwing that out there, but
Ooh, my tires are getting the run up. Girl, let's get some tires.
Judge
You
Judy
buy
would
2, I buy 2.
Judge Judy would never. She would never. Ah. I want to read what a couple people said when they asked this question about driving and work and living in their house. Somebody wrote, "What do you think the car runs on? Friendship?" Somebody said, "Shit, you might be obligated to chip in on insurance too. The fuck you mean every day?" uh Somebody wrote, "This is why I don't give rides, because why is this even a question?" And then someone wrote, "Courtesy and common sense." He says, "Yes." And somebody's like, "If you don't give no money, you walking on Monday."
Yeah, that's just common courtesy. I mean, but, some people like carpooling.
Some people do.
And,
Like the
up
company
in
and
Maryland and stuff, there's like a, a train stop
mhm.
where people wait in line and people who come down pick up people because they wanna get on the HOV lane because you
Right.
need more than
Right,
one
right.
one person. So they grab people and take people into the city,
Mhm.
and they do that even coming out of the city, come back home.
I can see that. I mean, my mom, when I was young, like 15, 14 or younger, I remember my mom would carpool because her job was like at least an hour or 90 minutes away. And
Mhm.
there was other people who worked there and they would like take turns driving and carpooling
Right.
together. Or they would all like meet to a certain place, very much like in the city where you meet and like they would all get into a van together and then drive into town or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we got one last thing here. What is something you saw with your own eyes that was so impossible you stopped telling people because you know they won't believe you?
Mm.
Is there anything you ever saw with your own eyes that was so impossible you thought stop telling people because you know they won't believe you?
I don't think I've had any kind of experience that was out of the norm, that was like, "Oh, you wouldn't believe that." I
Mhm.
don't remember
Mhm.
having any kind of, like, a out of body experience or something like that, no.
Mm.
You?
Like, I have a couple things, but see, sometimes I don't know if it was a dream
Mm.
or if it was an experience,
Oh,
you know?
gotcha.
My memory's so bad, and when I was young, like, I remember one time I got separated from my mom at one of my dad's games, and I walked to a like, somebody had a van,
Mhm,
and they opened the van, and there were, like, snake a big snake in the back of the van,
mm,
and but I don't know if that was a dream
mm,
or me escaping getting kidnapped. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't
hmm.
remember.
So you
Yeah.
think, oh, wow.
Yeah, well,
You could have been, I'm not trafficked, but just kidnapped
yeah, yeah, or
in the
try
back of the
yeah, who
van.
knows? Yeah. But, like, I didn't get in the bank, I saw that snake in the back, and I was like, "Oh, no, this is not good."
Hmm,
You
that's
know?
scary.
Yeah. Like, I remember one time this woman I was walking home from school, and this woman was standing in the door frame of her house in a house coat, and she was like, "Hey, hey, come here." And I was like someone was like, hell no. What you doing standing in your house coat?" Talking about, "Come here."
She wanted to give you something.
Yeah, she did, and I could feel the vibe, even though I was a naive child, probably I think this is, like, 2nd, 1st grade or something, but I knew.
She just probably had some candy.
Bleh. I'm sure she had
If
something she wanted me to eat.
she she had a
No.
pot roast or something, you'd have went.
Uh, probably I've been in trouble. She didn't know the secret. She'd be like, "Come here, let me eat." No, but my mom was really good about scaring the shit out of us about talking to strangers.
Yeah.
My mom was really good about,
Mm,
"These people don't know you. You don't know these people. Don't eat nothing from nobody you don't know. Don't you?" Like, she was like, "These people will kill you and kill." She was very explicit
mm.
to even as kids said, "They will kidnap you. They will kill you. They will rape you and molest you."
I
Y
didn't get all that.
No, my mama was very stranger danger,
Okay.
very much so.
Well, there was always a group of kids together
Yeah.
going home from school. There's all, from the same area. We had a big neighborhood, so there was no one ever walking alone.
Mm,
So that was very dangerous. But our mother and father always like, don't go in anybody's house.
mhm.
So that was always the
That was
thing.
your thing, their
Even
thing.
if, certain friends like, don't go in their house,
Mhm.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, oh,
So
yeah.
we were always careful about going into people's houses.
Mm. 'Cause they knew Uncle Bob will corner you, you know,
Something. That was
something.
their way of telling us, yeah, certain things without saying.
Alright, so let's get back to this question. So, what is something you saw with your own eyes that you was so that's so impossible, that was so impossible you stopped telling people because you know they won't believe you? And so here are some of the comments that people wrote. Someone wrote, "A good man." Someone else wrote, "Two twins fighting, the funniest thing ever." Someone
I've seen that before.
someone wrote, "I had a dream my mom who passed, she handed me a baby. I heard her voice. I seen her whole in my dream. 2 months later, pregnant after 6+ years of infertility."
Hmm.
Someone wrote, "2 days ago, I saw a child reading a book. No phone, no tablet. Actual book." And that's
That's hard to believe.
right. That's that on that. Okay. Well, that has been all for this episode of Two Groups in a Pod. So, the- what should the people remember? They
I'm
are,
fabulous.
I'm fabulous.
I can do this.
I can do this.
I am loved.
I am loved. One more time.
I am fabulous.
You are fabulous.
I can do this.
You can do this.
I am loved.
You are loved. And from both of us at Two Grooms in a Pod, I'm Cleo.
And I'm Shannon.
And this is Two Grooms
In a pod.
And this has been episode 62. And until next time, friends, take care of yourself. Love ya.
Love you. Good night.